Okay, so we're ready to start our fourth warm-up, and this week we're going to start out with a leaf because on September 22nd, fall officially begins. So let's celebrate with a fall drawing. Okay, so our first step in drawing this leaf, you can see the finished example I've done over here. We are going to start with a gentle, light sketch of a diagonal line. And as we come down, we're going to come out in a triangle shape. Okay, so I'm putting a triangle, probably gonna make it a little bit skinnier than that, triangular shape at the bottom of the diagonal line I've sketched. I always start lightly so that I can erase and adjust as needed. At the top of that triangle, I'm gonna come through with a gently curved line. I'm going to curve this just gently, and I want these approximately the same length. Your leaf probably won't end up being 100% symmetrical. My first one probably wasn't either. Okay, from there we're going to come up and out, and this one's going to extend further out. We're going to do the same thing over here. From the tops of these lines, what we're going to do next is we're going to add some curved arrows. So I'm going to do a large curved arrow at the top here. See how that makes it look like an arrow? Okay, and then I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. So I'm doing a curved arrow on this side, and I'm going to do a curved arrow on this side as well. And then I'm going to come down here, and I'm not going to curve this bottom part as much, but I am going to curve this side on it. So the inside part, we're going to curve more. And this side, we're not going to curve quite so much. Okay? Now that we have that, it's time to begin filling in these spaces to create the rest of the leaf. So I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to come down and up with the point on the end of that arrow. So I'm going to bring it down and up. And again, it's probably not going to be 100% symmetrical, and that's okay. And then from here, we're going to come in with those points. And then we're going to jump over to here. And we're going to come down and up, down and up, down and up over here, down and up over here. So from here, we're going to bring this leaf shape in, bring it fairly far down, and then we're going to curve and connect back up to this point. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, and I can already tell you my leaf is not symmetrical. This side is a little bit lower. That's okay. I think I was trying to shove it on my paper. Let me adjust this. I drew this one a lot bigger than the other leaf, and it ended up being outside of the box. But it's the same principle, so we'll just come back in here. Do that curved arrow shape. And again, yours isn't going to probably be symmetrical, and clearly neither is mine, so we're not going to worry too much about that. Okay, so then from here, we are going to come up from this side. We're going to come down and curve to connect to here. Okay, we're almost done with the shape of the leaf. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come from these two lines We're just going to gently curve that up and in. So it looks something like that. Okay. All right, now our next step would be to add the shading. This is going to take you a lot longer than the actual contour lines we just drew. So the contour lines refer to the outside lines we sketched in. You can also, now that you've kind of laid out those contour lines, go back in and adjust them. Make any adjustments that you need to try and make it look a little bit more symmetrical. Figure out which lines you really want, and then clean up and get rid of the lines you don't want. These are definitely a little bit different on this side than it was on the other side. Okay, and then I think we're just about ready to put some shading in. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to come in and put in those details of the veins on the leaf. So I'm going to darken this up a little bit more than it was. And then I'm going to start putting those veins in. So I'm going to do a nice big vein coming from here down. I'm going to do that for each of these points. Okay, and then I'll just put some in wherever I feel like they would be appropriate. So essentially it's just kind of like an arrow, an upside down arrow, or a letter V, I should say, on this part. If you want to stagger the lines, you could, or you can keep them symmetrical. It's up to you for this one. Okay, so then what I said we'll do is add that shading to just really make this leaf pop out. So far it's taken us just about 8 minutes or so to do this. Add some shading. Maybe we'll be at 15 depending on how much you want to work on your shading, or you could simply choose to color it in. So I'm going to just go ahead and start shading. I'm going to make this side of my leaf darker than the other side, so my pressure on my pencil is going to be heavier there. And it does take some time to build up your shading. So that could take you, an extra 10 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on how much you want to work on your shading skills.